If they're already licensed, then most important thing that you could ever do is be in the live dials room as many hours a day as you could possibly be in there. And while you're in there, you can be doing everything else that you would normally do. So, whether that's literally filling out the contracts to get started or whether that's being in our training center and watching the training videos, those are great. And you should be watching that. But while you're doing that, you could simultaneously be logged into our live dial room, which is what I did when I got started. And that's going to give you such a better propulsion because then you're going to hear people making calls. You're going to hear me, you're going to hear Tyler, you're going to hear Johan, everybody that's in there every single day. And you're going to hear the good, the bad, and the ugly. You're going to see people getting rejected. You're going to see people closing deals. It's going to give you a sense of how this business actually works. And you're not going to have any fears and doubts or hesitations when then you get into it because you would have already walked in those same shoes as other people. It just wasn't you talking on the phone. So it'll give you a way better foundation because if you're not in the environment and you're just watching the videos from home, it's going to feel a lot more detached. You're going to feel a lot more detached from everything. And you're not going to have the same speed of being able to get started as somebody who does go in there and is making the difference. It's just come in and, we're in here mentoring people for real all day long. And, other businesses that you'd want to be in, they would charge thousands of dollars for you to get to listen to them closing deals. And I used to do real estate, and for anybody to listen to that kind of thing, you'd pay a lot of money to listen to people closing deals and things like that. So I think it's invaluable that you get that type of exposure, and it's the best way for us to start coaching you as well, because then we know, hey, you've already heard me say this before, or I've already told you this when I heard you making calls, and now we can work on and see what you're doing right, wrong, or what needs to be fixed again. But if we can't hear or see you making calls, or we can't hear or see you wanting to participate, it's hard for us to even know if you are participating or do want to. So the more that you can show up, the more the person who, is working with you and mentoring you, they're going to be able to recognize and be able to help you more. I'd say this every time I was in the live dials all day, just listening to people make calls, spying basically, because I was sitting behind my computer screen doing other things, but I was learning the whole entire time and I was just soaking it up like a sponge. So that would be the number one thing you could do for sure.